aspect of emotions that we know unanalyzed everything comes from the thought, and unanalyzed and categorized thoughts can result into different emotions if they are not analyzed and categorized and sublimated as required wherever needed, can result in different emotions. One such emotions can be anger, and that's what we have been discussing for the last couple of days. At the same time, we have realized masters, and we are at their presence, or when we think of them and thought about their qualities, we gradually get to this peaceful state. So my question was, and of course it is a lot to do with the thought, and we all wish and want to be in the state of divinity, or at least to the least peaceful state at all times. So that's not happening is because the thought that we all wish to be in peace at all times is not intense enough, or we are not acclimatized to that, while we are either at the presence of our masters, realized masters, their thought intensity of being in peace or of being in divinity, it is because it is intense enough, and they not only are in peace but also are able to influence their surroundings, and because of this intensity. So my question is now, is the understanding right, and what can we do to increase the intensity, so that I don't know if this is true, and everybody would feel the same way. I would like to just get more understanding on this topic. Yeah.
It's a very elaborated question, but in short, the question is, why can't we live without anger? Do we need to depend on the energy field of the masters to keep ourselves calm, not to get anger? The straight answer is available in Brahmajnana Sutra. What is it, right? And we all came from the totality. We're all fractions. Each fraction itself is functioning autonomously in the physical body. When it functions, when that consciousness in the body, it realizes itself that the total action, who am I? The answer for that who am I question is, it's not just the physical body. It's not just that fraction came from the totality. It's not the life energy which is flowing inside that physical body. So it is all the combination. When it combines, the whole thing is a simple drama. In Tamil, we call it as Thiruvilayadal. Same thing. When we realize that part, there's no need for us to actually get any sort of emotions. Like what we would be thinking that, oh, this will also pass. So we're just being an evidence for that incident. Why should we get emotions? That is the samadhi state. It wouldn't even go up or down. Up is the happiness, down is the sadness. You're just parallel to that center line, the zero line, pretty much. It won't be a straight parallel line, but it's almost close to that line. When we start realizing that, because this is how I am handling. I had like a couple days ago, I was in that situation. I was just quietly just smiling, and I was just keeping myself calm, thinking that, okay, so it is something coming out of my genetic center. This is another process for me to just get myself better at it. That's all I was thinking at that time. I honestly was not thinking anything other than this. And then at that time, it was my lunner time, lunch and dinner combination. So I was thinking about, what is there for me to eat? So okay, I grabbed a couple bananas. Then I, grabbed a cup of milk. I started blessing and I started eating. Done. Because I have to get more refueling for the physical body. So I was trying to just, it's basically what Mahan says, rechannelize your energy flow. Rechannelize your energy flow. Just bring yourself out of the box. And yesterday I had to actually send a response to someone. So I was realizing that I was in the box. So I wanted to come out of the box. At least I have to pretend that I'm out of the box. So I tried to put myself outside. Then I was trying to use an extra pair of eyes just to confirm that I'm not emotional. So by practicing that, I mean, we don't have to depend on the energy field of the Sky Master. Hopefully I understood the question. So we don't have to depend on any energy field. We ourselves can become. That's exactly what Maharishi says. We don't have to depend on any masters because the universal energy field is there. Love and compassion. You can draw from that. Once you have that flow connection, it's going to flow through. And every single time, I get into that situation, the first thing what I try to do is just raise that question, who am I? Who am I? There's so many meanings for that question when you ask that question. Who am I to actually respond to this person? Who am I? I shall get anger with this person. Who am I so I could get to show any emotion to this person? I'm nothing. I'm just fraction. And this body is not permanent. So all these relationships are established through this body only. When this body is not permanent, and it is a combination of all those 5 elements, it's going to go back into that state, the original origination state. Left over is just that life energy. And that's also a fraction came from the totality. When you start thinking about that question, who am I, who am I, who am I, who am I? You will never, I would say almost never, will start showing your emotions out of your. When we realize our state, where we stand at, who I am, what is my ability, what I am deserved to. All these questions just raise. This is exactly what Maharishi says, self-realization. The introspection process will actually help you to get to that state. That's all. Very simple. Hopefully, I shared my thoughts to my fractional consciousness to answer your question.
Absolutely, yeah. That was very intense and very elaborate. Thanks, Aya. I think this is applicable as a general definition for all sorts of emotions and all sorts of experiences as human beings we go through.
At times, you will be used as a small equipment to actually share those sort of emotions. And at that situation, I wouldn't even consider that as an emotion. Say, for example, someone has some sort of recording, I mean, the imprint on their genetic center that needs to come out and it needs to get cleansed. To make that process happen, some sort of an action needs to performed. So if your thoughts anytime in the past aligned with that action, you will be used as an equipment to clean the other person's imprint. I was in that situation 2 days ago too. I even expressed to myself that I usually don't put myself into that sort of situation, but that particular day, I don't know what happened. I got into it. Then I started realizing why and what. Then this is the answer I was able to get, but I still get that because of my thoughts.
Very, very elaborate. Yeah, I mean, in Tamil we call it, ஏன் நம்ம தலையிலேயே மிளகா அரைக்கிறாங்க? And why me, right? that kind of
பழுத்த மரம் தான் கல்லடிபடும். So only the ripened tree get hit by the stones. And again, because we are meditating, our energy field is actually getting expanded. Means so many people are being touched by the field. So we are getting two different. So it could be impacting in the positive or negative way. So they may have their own imprints. They may have their own wavelength. So that is definitely hitting us. So that's why we have to do the Arut Kapu all the time, whenever possible. Think that there's an imaginary something or a shell to protect us from those sort of influences. Be blessed by the divine.
Be blessed by the divine, yeah.